Hey everybody. So after some feedback from my wife, I am supposed to be doing the number system the other way around. So the higher the number, the better the day. The lower the number, the worse the day. So today was a 7. Would have been higher, but we lost an A-line. I'll explain that here in a minute. But the word of the day is CAPP. So that is CAPP, and it is Cardiac Arrest Prevention Plan. And it's a really big deal because Jon David's been on that since June 13th. Now, he had a pretty good night, and he had a pretty good day. So he pooped one more time this morning, so that was a total of 3, but he hasn't pooped since. He's still constipated, trying to figure that part out. But his x-ray looked really good. His lungs are clearing up. They are really getting to a point where it's pretty good. He's been able to wean the vent a little bit. However, he's not been able to wean it anymore since about 4 p.m. because he lost his A-line. His A-line is his arterial line. It's where they've been able to draw his gases from, or draw his blood for his blood gases to find out kind of how his gas exchange is with his lungs and his blood and all that good stuff. But when it stopped working, they have not been able to place a new one. They're going to place one this upcoming morning. But they were able to wean some stuff through the day before they lost the A-line. So last night he was 28%, 24/10 with a rate of 30. And then today he was able to get down to 21% and 23/9. But then after they lost the line, just to be safe, they put him back up to 25/9 and a rate of 32. And so that's to kind of just make sure that he isn't marginal in any type of way. They actually just pulled a gas here recently, and his pH still looked good, which is a pretty good indicator that everything's good from his standpoint there. So once they place that new A-line, they'll start weaning the vent again. But he had wound care come by today. His right forearm is looking phenomenal, and his left forearm is, again, he's gonna have a gnarly scar there, but it's healing up, and he's got full function of his hand, so we're happy with that. And then wound vac came. His scar here is healing up really well. Just has like a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom that has to still fill in, which will probably take another week or 2. And then once it's done, it should be pretty good. They took him off of CAPP, which is why I had that as the word of the day, because it's the Cardiac Arrest Prevention Plan, and he is no longer on it. They feel that he is stable enough that he no longer needs CAPP. And then they lowered his diuretics, which are the medicines that make him pee, and he will probably need to lower them again in this upcoming day because he was negative 400 again on the day, even after they lowered his diuretics. So we're going to have to kind of scale back on those because he doesn't have a whole lot more fluid to give. He's starting to lose his puffiness. And then he has been alert today. He has played with his mobile. He started feeds at 3 milliliters an hour and has been holding that. And we're not going to increase until he poops again. And then he got his first holds with Mallory and I for the first time in a good little while. And then Hunter got to play with Toads today, as well as eat lunch with Papa. And he also bought a t-shirt for Jon David that he was very excited about that he was going to buy for Jon David because Jon David apparently likes fish, just like Hunter does. If y'all would pray for these 3 things: 1, that Jon David will poop because he needs to poop. 2, that he will be all right going through withdrawals and his sedation weans because they are probably going to start that here soon, and that's going to be a pretty big deal for him. And then 3, for all of the kiddos and families battling congenital heart defects. And then one thing I did want to say on here, we have a friend, Danielle, who has been sending a post around for donating days. 1, thank you, Danielle. But 2, if anybody is able to donate, please do. And if you do, thank you so much, because we will start back work on Friday and we will be working this fall. But we know that Jon David has another surgery, and we will be kind of taking turns being here at the hospital. And so the only way to kind of do that is for us to have time off, which luckily in the state of North Carolina, if you are a state employee, you can donate time to other state employees. And so if y'all would, please donate some time, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to spend time up here with Jon David and make sure that kind of somebody stays here. And we have seen that has been helpful, and we're hoping that we can continue to do that. But the only way to do that is with some donated time, because Mallory and I are pretty much out of our own. So if y'all have the ability to do that, please do so. And if you do it, thank you so much. As well as I want to say thank you to everybody. If you've done anything whatsoever, whether that be praying, checking in, money, gift baskets, anything at all during this time, just want to say thank y'all. But that's all I've got for y'all today. Hope y'all have a good night and God bless. Y'all continue to choose hope daily.
Buddy! Tell me. You're coming to me! You're coming to me! You're coming to me! I got his back! Oh, Yeah.
Wow.
She freaked out.
Tell her who it's for.
For Jon David, but does he love fish?
Who are you buying it for?
Jon David.
You.
And Jon David, tell everybody bye-bye.